Potato. So I'm not dead. I honestly don't really have much to upload at all. I've been busy with stuff, and now that I'm on break, just relaxing, doing my own thing, and I just decided, well, I might as well upload something. It's not gonna be something interesting, but this is just something I've been working on for the past I don't remember, like 3-4 months or so. Just as a fun personal project to learn some more stuff in Unity. And this is completely unscripted, so what I say is probably won't make any sense. I'm probably gonna look back at it and be like, "What the heck are you saying, dude?" But I want to show the stuff I've done so far. Why do I keep checking the time? There really isn't much to it yet. It's just this screen and the name screen, which doesn't have Easter eggs set yet. Uh, I'll just show you. So I'm honestly uploading this just so I don't lose the advanced features in YouTube Studio. Oh yeah, so it's just stuff as usual you'd expect. I think that might be a little loud actually, but hopefully I'm louder than it in the recording. Just I made this in Unity completely from scratch. It's using I made the UI stuff, the animations. I found the exact fonts that Undertow uses. I made my own scripts. Pulled the audio from MP3s you can get from Steam by buying the soundtrack. Just MP3s. That's all that I have to show there. Oh yeah, I'm able to control it with my mouse. I think that's really cool. I implemented that. I think it works really well. It's like boom, 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 boom. Yeah, something too special. But I can also have this thing here. Why didn't it play the sound? One sec. It's supposed to play a little sound when it detects a controller change. Oh, there we go. I don't know why I wasn't doing that before. But this, so far I have this set up for Xbox controller, Switch Pro controller, keyboard, and on any unknown gamepad I might come across. You can actually see it in my input actions here. These are what I have set. Yeah, for the normal gamepad that may not recognize keyboard, Switch Pro controller, Xbox controller. That's all I have set up right now. If you want to see those different screens, look kind of something like. So they would look like this. This is for the unknown gamepad, for the Switch Pro controller. Well, I think it's pretty interesting. Kind of proud of it. I made everything. It took me a while. I've redone the whole input system countless times. I made different UI systems, and I think it works relatively well. Just one thing that I'm not very proud of, which is when I go to the name input screen. Every single one of these is a separate game object, but you know what? Heck it works. And what else can I even show here? Oh yeah, I had to go through a whole revamping of the music script countless times to get it to be able to work the way I want it to, being able to restart, change the music when I want it to, specifically at different times on UI or other instances. Have it be based on a seasonal, like this menu, for example. It's based on. Never mind. But you're able to restart music on play, have it resume upon play. So or no, if I make an overworld, I can just go back to where the overworld music was instead of starting over. Because it can be annoying when you listen to your favorite track or something, and then it restarts because of some random encounter. But you get to listen to the whole thing if I were to do that here. But this also gives me access. I also made a. There is it. I think it's in the. There we go. I have a season detector here. It'll use your system time to determine what season it is, but there's going to be a setting later on to have you choose what hemisphere you're in to make that more accurate. Speaking of settings, I haven't finished implementing that, as you may have seen, but that's what I'm going to do next. I actually have a lot of lists of what I'm going to do next. So next I'm going to make my whole settings there. I'm going to add volume sliders for text clips, sound effects, and music at a mono audio option. Display settings for a full screen. Use my where is it? Scripts. UI no please. Frame limiter. I'm gonna have graphic settings to add different borders, which are in. I haven't fully implemented that. I've tested it, but I haven't implemented it in the settings yet. So it should work, but I just haven't got around to implementing it yet because I've done that. There's going to be control settings for joystick Z zone, being able to turn on auto run, or turn it from maybe just holding the button, or turn it to toggling, which I think would be a nice option for running. Not a control test like you've seen in probably a couple of fan games. That same thing. And accessibility settings, where I'm just probably gonna I go too deep, but make you change the text box opacity, disable background parallax, and like a sort of high contrast. Since I don't know too much else about accessibility settings, because I don't see a reason to add a flashing lights option, because I don't plan to add flashing lights in this at all. I'm gonna go in mind with this whole thing not having flashing lights, and I probably I might add a screen shake option if I decide to use it later. But yeah, I don't have the background stuff. I have a lot of notes, honestly. Stuff for the border handler. This is what it's gonna look like with the border. HD border handler. I have a lot of stuff you can use here. Like that's what I used to get the resolution right. To be able to it'll work the same way as it does on the console version. The Switch. You can have a dynamic border, a static border. You can pick one, or you can, just not have a border. Dynamic is, I think, is probably gonna be the coolest option. I probably should have thought out this video a little more before I just started recording, but after all the setting stuff's done, I'm gonna add an Easter egg name function since that's not there yet. Solution I've been working in. Since right now it doesn't do that. Wait, where's? Here. Oh. There's all that stuff going on. I don't really know what to show. Yeah, this is fun looking at, I suppose. Kind of weird. This will automatically grab every UI object in the scene and just work really well. I'm really proud of a lot of my code. I know it's probably not the best for sure, but I spent a lot of time on it and it works. For these function, I'm gonna make a transition to an empty room with nothing. I'm gonna work on mainly adding the transition. I'll probably do like a very slow fade into white, so it's not like flashing. I'll have to ask one of my friends if that's considered flashing light. But it is. I'll not do something different. And then I'm gonna implement a text wrap system where I'm gonna have a. I actually have an idea for my text wrap system. I'm gonna make something. I was originally going to have it create the string base. I would have the string for the text just already ready and have it make this. How do I explain this in words? Spoken words. I was really thinking of having match a string A. String B is the actual text that's showing, and it was gonna pull from string A, character by character, and change the string. That would have worked, but the problem is that would cause some weird text wrapping issues where it would start a word at the top and then move to the bottom if it was too big. I'm instead gonna have the entire text already rendered, or just work with Text Mesh Pro to change the opacity of each vertex so that I don't have to worry about weird word wrapping issues, but I'm going to implement that later because that sounds like a hassle. And that's something that already exists in Text Mesh Pro examples, which I'm allowed to use, which is how I detect text jitter effect, but I also edited that script heavily because it looked, it worked, but it messed with the sharpness of the text. I'm really glad that existed, or else I wouldn't be able to make that text taking jittering. I'm going to work on adding an overworld. I'm going to use tile map for obvious reasons. I think that would be easier. Work on creating the player, which I already have something set up to be able to do that. have different managers for mostly the UI. So when I had battle overworld, I might add something later for. Forgot what I was gonna say. Anyways, and I'm gonna start. I like a random fun value just so I could have that in, but not do anything with that yet. I'm gonna work with overworld cutscene that I was wanting to. That would be funny. And implement a battle UI. I'm gonna probably like no one's gonna listen to this at this point. I'd be surprised if you stuck around. If you did subscribe, but going to have like it's gonna start off. You're gonna be Frisk when you start the game. You're gonna go with a room where you would see Flowey, and it's gonna like look normal at first, but then just like I haven't decided how it's gonna happen yet. But something's gonna happen where Frisk just kind of disappears in the middle of Flowey's monologue or something, or maybe when he's telling about friendliness pellets, and then suddenly there's just this new character there, and the entire battle system just changes. I just realized that probably sounds a lot like what was it called? Also, what did I just show you? Okay, I just had to make sure that didn't show any personal info. I'd be sad if I recorded a lot and I had to just delete stuff. I have plans for a completely revamped battle system. Not gonna be too different functionality wise, but it's gonna look very different UI design wise. I actually have sketches from about 4 years ago, and I've been wanting to implement that into something. I think that would look pretty cool. I'd have a more vertical UI system rather than horizontal. I was just worried that maybe that might not be as intuitive, but then I realized games like Octopath Traveler have that kind of, well, you have to move up and down to select UI instead of left and right, so I think that should be fine. People love that game. This might feel weird to the Undertale fandom, I suppose, or fan base, people that play these, since they got so used to moving left and right, but I think we could use something fresh. I'm not good at art though, so I might have to ask people for help. And I don't actually have anything interesting showing up on screen right now. Let's look at some code. Yeah, this is random stuff I did for that. Ooh, let me show my UI, how I navigate the UI. Enum for the direction, you can move each button wise. This works basically by, I know there's probably a lot of stuff that makes no sense, but each button has a script called UI object behavior, and it has every behavior it wanted to do. This is really disgusting, but it works, and I don't care what you say, it works. Unless I decide to change it later, which I honestly might when I get better at coding and using Unity, since I'm taking different game design classes, and will probably realize better options over time. But it pulls from this, and it will perform actions based on the input that you select to use, which should work universally across every controller. Let me look back at my notes. I have a lot of notes for making this, not the video, but this, because I have fun doing it. I've spent too much time on this, to be honest. I don't actually have an idea for a main character for what's gonna replace Frisk, to be honest. I don't want to use Xavier, to be honest, because I feel like, I don't know, I feel like if anything, it could be like a cameo, or like an NPC that you'd see in one random place, like a hidden place or something, but I'm honestly more focusing on the coding and trying to figure out how to do things, because I like the learning experience that it gives me. I like understand Unity so much more now than I did, say, 6 months ago, when I had only worked on projects at school. And it's really fun. I'm gonna try to teach myself, get better at making actual music, because up until now I've been just using MIDIs. I'm trying to learn ear transcription, and that sucks. Honestly, I don't think I'll ever be good at pixel art, so even though I've tried, so I'm probably gonna ask someone else for that, since I'm more of a programmer anyways, but I asked a couple of friends of mine that are really good at coding and stuff. I think it's really cool that I'm making this, but wait, what is even in here? That's really random. Oh, you didn't see that. Nintendo don't come after me. Anyways. What to show? What to show? Would be pretty cool. Oh, this is disgusting, but I already said my universal UI nav. Oh, I'm gonna not look at that. It's my old code for the name screen that I have to depend on now. It's only gonna appear here and never anywhere else again. I don't remember this. I actually haven't touched this in like 2 months. Wait, no, 1 month. I forgot how many months. I think it's been a month. But I've been a lot since then, so I forgot a lot of it. But I fixed a lot of issues, and I think I'm really proud of that. Why am I getting so many notifications on my phone? Oh, okay. Have some stuff for. Oh, I should probably just build this real quick. Let me just pause this real quick, make sure I don't show. Alright, I built it real quick. I just want to show you how this looks built. Oh, it's full screen already. It's not supposed to be. Yeah, so it's more like that. There we go. That's what it's supposed to start like. Yeah, I can full screen it relatively easily. It keeps its aspect ratio like I need it. Why is it? Let me figure out what's causing that. Anyways, I can just. Yeah, I think that's. Wait, why is it? Oh, I see. It goes up and right. Yeah, that works really well. Just click. I have a whole escape function, but I haven't implemented the thing on the left yet. That's basically what that looks like. Just nope, don't wanna full screen that. You need to have it open. Anything else I want to show? I don't think so. I think that's what I feel like showing. I probably forgot something, but I don't think it matters. No one's gonna really watch this. And if they do, they won't watch to this long, but if you did, thank you. I know it's practically almost 12 o'clock, so I can hardly even say anymore, but Merry Christmas. Please subscribe. If you find this interesting, please let me know in the comments, and if you have any questions, I would love to answer them. Spent a lot of time on this. I just want to show people that it's probably never gonna be a full fan game or anything. I'm not like extremely talented, but I don't know, it's fun. And I want to say thank you if any of you ever want to learn something. Just take a crack at it like this. It's really enjoyable. Have a nice rest of your day, night, evening, afternoon. Subscribe.